What a beautiful night, what a beautiful night, what a beautiful night. Now, I'm here walking, right? I'm reading my comments, and I seen a comment from one of these guys, right? It's a full moon, by the way. You feel me? I had to take this walk. So y'all probably hear calls in the back. It's not gonna be too much. Y'all be all right. You feel me? But let me continue what I'm saying, right? Y'all Errol Spence Jr. fans, right? This full moon right here is giving me energy to deal with y'all. Because I really believe, like deep down in my heart, I believe you guys are the dumbest fans of all time. Like the dumbest, like the hands down the dumbest. Or you guys just, and look, I feel like y'all should look in the mirror, right? And ask yourself this question. Am I a homosexual? Now, there's nothing wrong with being a homosexual, but if you guys like men, just admit that you like men. So I know how to deal with y'all. You feel me? Because evidently, you guys love Errol Spence Jr.'s nuts, right? So, y'all see it on the screen here. This man is basically saying that Mikey Garcia, right? And Lamont Peterson and Ugas and Danny Garcia will beat everybody that Turnbull Crawford fought. And Sean Porter wasn't the same fighter when Turnbull Crawford beat him. So people are questioning, did Turnbull Crawford fought anybody? So this man is just discrediting everything that Turnbull Crawford done in his career. And this is what Errol Spence Jr. fans does, and it's sickening, right? So I'm gonna address this little homosexual, right? And this man is weird because this man, he came under my comments the first time I ever seen him comment and presented himself as a Terrence Bud Crawford fan. But I knew he wasn't a Terrence Bud Crawford fan when I seen him on under a next channel, Dick Sucking Errol Spence Jr. Then I call him out on it, and then he says, "Oh, I don't have to be a Terrence Bud Crawford fan to have intellectual conversation." But this is the type of intellectual conversation he wants to have. So I'm going to give it to him, right? So let's address that. If you guys ever watched the fight between Lamont Peterson and Ugas, not Lamont Peterson and Ugas, Lamont Peterson and Felix Diaz beat the brakes off of Lamont Peterson, right? And they gave the victory to Lamont Peterson because Lamont Peterson is an American, right? And this is real in boxing. Like, I can give you our next example. Sean Porter and Ugas. Sean Porter didn't beat Ugas. Come on, y'all know that. Sean Porter didn't beat Ugas. Sean Porter lost to Ugas. But they gave Sean Porter the victory because Sean Porter was an American. Just like how they gave Lamont Peterson the victory over Felix Diaz because Lamont Peterson is an American. Now, let me give you guys the next example. Even though they never fought, Mr. Danny Swift Garcia, I call him Danny Ghost Garcia for this reason right here. When he was supposed to fight Victor Postal, this man disappeared, vacated his belt, said he don't want to have nothing to do with Victor Postal. Wanted to give him step-aside money because he wanted to avoid the Victor Postal that he claims he didn't know who Victor Postal was when Victor Postal was the boogeyman of that division. Danny Garcia ran so fast away from Victor Postal because Victor Postal had the length and he had the IQ that would fuck Danny Garcia all the way up. So Danny Garcia ran. So now that I addressed that bullshit what he said, let's talk about the Sean Porter wasn't the same fighter when he fought Errol Spence Jr. Now, if y'all know boxing, y'all know that some fighters got the same style, but no fighter got the same exact style. But Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. don't have the same style at all, right? So you telling me a fighter like Sean Porter, right, is supposed to go in there, right, and fight Terrence Bud Crawford fight Errol Spence Jr. the same way he fight Terrence Bud Crawford and fight Terrence Bud Crawford the same way he fought Errol Spence Jr.? Should he approach the fight the same way when they got two different styles? Shouldn't Sean Porter grow from all his mistakes? From losing to Keith Thurman, from losing to Kell Brook? Should he fight all the same fighters the same way, or should he switch it up, right? Now, when Sean Porter fight Errol Spence Jr., this is what happened, right? Throughout the whole fight, this is what was going on throughout the whole fight until like the end of the fight. So if you're looking closely what's going on, right, you see Sean Porter obviously got the foot speed Obviously, he's giving Errol Spence Jr. a different look. He's going in and out. He's hitting Errol Spence Jr. with jabs, and he's fucking him up. And this happened the majority of the fight. This happened majority of the fight. Errol Spence Jr. didn't know what to do with Shawn Porter because of the hand speed, and Shawn Porter going in and out, and Shawn Porter being very, very physical, and Shawn Porter hitting him with feints and doing all of the above, right? So Errol Spence Jr. wasn't able to deal with the Shawn Porter boxing ability and Shawn Porter aggressiveness throughout the whole fucking fight. He didn't have the footwork. He could have lunged in and he could have did what he wanted to. Errol Spence Jr. obviously is not a counterpuncher, because if he was a counterpuncher, Shawn Porter wouldn't be able to lunge in like that, right? And that's what Shawn Porter was doing to Errol Spence Jr. Now, if you look at how he fought that same way, how he was fighting against Bud, what happened? You see the fucking difference. So you watching Shawn Porter paying the price. Right hook, he lunged forward, body shot, lunge forward, turnbuckle Crawford, start letting his hands go. Right? Shawn Porter got no fucking chance in hell. Drop, boom. Y'all seen the body shot hit him when he lunged forward. Terrence Bud Crawford is simply just the better boxer. He utilized the ring, he moves around more, you feel me? He has a way better counter punching ability, right? And his IQ is out of this fucking world, right? Errol Spence Jr. is slow as fuck. He couldn't do anything with Shawn Porter's speed and Shawn Porter's aggressiveness. He had speed and he had aggressiveness against Errol Spence Jr. When Shawn Porter did that with Terrence Bud Crawford, he paid because Terrence Bud Crawford moves around, right? Terrence Bud Crawford would take a step back and counter Shawn Porter. Errol Spence Jr. doesn't have the speed and the footwork, you feel me, and the IQ to do that. So he would just stand there and take punches because he can't do anything better. His defense isn't that good. And if you know about Terrence Bud Crawford, he uses your weaknesses, he uses your strength and turn it into weaknesses, right? Shawn Porter being able to lunge forward, that's one of his strengths. When he lunges forward, he's very unpredictable, and he comes with lunging punches that will catch you, right? But Terrence Bud Crawford, what he does is, all right, come forward, I'm going to step back, and I'm going to counter your ass, right? Every time you come and you lunge forward, I'm going to step back, I'm going to counter your ass. If you want to go on the inside, I'm stronger than you, so I'm going to hit you with body shots, and I'm going to lift you all the way from the middle of the ring to the ropes to show you that I'm stronger than you. All right, so Terrence Bud Crawford is known to take your strength and make it into weaknesses. And that's what people don't understand. That's the difference. Shawn Porter couldn't approach the same way how he fought Errol Spence Jr. with the Terrence Bud Crawford, because they got two different styles. Terrence Bud Crawford is way too accurate, way too smart, and utilize the ring way more than Errol Spence Jr. does. Errol Spence Jr., he relies on what? He relies on strength, right? And he relies on pressuring, right? And that's not what Terrence Bud Crawford relies on. Terrence Bud Crawford relies on skills, right? Skills. The ability to counterpunch and the ability to utilize the ring and to make adjustments. That is not Errol Spence Jr. When Errol Spence Jr. dropped Shawn Porter, it was by a hook. The same hook that he'd been throwing throughout the whole fight. He didn't do nothing different, right? He got lucky to me. I'm not even being a hater. He got lucky to me. That wasn't a calculated punch. Both of these guys was throwing, and he just threw first, and he hit Shawn Porter. It wasn't no counter punch at all. You feel me? So when people want to say, oh, Shawn Porter wasn't a safe fighter, no, dumbass. He was facing two different fighters, so there's no way in hell he could have fight them the same. You stupid ass niggas. You feel me? Y'all want Shawn Porter to be aggressive and come forward and keep coming forward, right, the whole fight and get dropped. If he was doing that the whole fight, he would have been got knocked the fuck out. That's not what happened. He was boxing with Terrence Bud Crawford, but he realized that he couldn't box with Terrence Bud Crawford anymore, so he lost concentration, and he went back to the old ways of lunging in, and he got fucking caught and he dropped. Exactly. That would have been happened to him if he was doing that in the first half of the fight with Terrence Bud Crawford. That would have been happened to him. Terrence Bud Crawford was figuring him out, because a lot of people don't realize that Shawn Porter can actually box. Shawn Porter can hit you with feints, and he can go in and out because he's very athletic, right? He's very athletic, and he has a high IQ in boxing. A lot of people don't give him credit for, right? Just because he lost to to fucking Ugas, and he lost to these guys and lost to Keith Thurman and lost to Carol Brook and lost to Spence, that doesn't mean anything, bro. To me, I believe he's a better skilled boxer than Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is just a big ass motherfucker that goes and pressure you until he gets you up out of there. Sean Porter don't have the size to do that like what Errol Spence Jr. does. Sean Porter does it in different ways. He does it by moving around the ring, right? And he got an awkward style. He moves from side to side, and you don't know if he's gonna hit you with a right or left. That's the way how he pressure you. He doesn't just march forward with a high guard and hit you with body shots. And no, he doesn't do that because he's not that big. Errol Spence Jr. is that big, so he can do that. So when y'all say Sean Porter is not the same fighter that he was when he fought Terrence Ball Crawford, when he fought Spence, y'all some fucking dick riders, bro. And that's why I be telling y'all about y'all Errol Spence Jr. fans. Every time y'all say something dumb, I'm just gonna prove y'all wrong. I don't have no filter when it comes to y'all niggas because I got a deep down hate in my heart for y'all niggas because y'all niggas don't like boxing. Y'all like a man, and that's Errol Spence Jr. Y'all don't care about nothing else, bro. Y'all would try to discredit Bud whole career just to say that Errol Spence Jr. is better than him, which doesn't make any fucking sense because if he was better than him, he wouldn't stood at 147 for 10 fucking years and now getting 3 belts. He wouldn't stay that long, bro. He wouldn't stay that long. He wouldn't start his career at 154 and then decided I'm gonna move down, right? He wouldn't be calling out Jeff Horn the whole fucking time. And after Terrence Ball Crawford beat Jeff Horn, he stopped calling out the guy that has the WBO belt and talking about, oh, I want to clear out my side of the street. He wouldn't be doing that. He wouldn't go through fucking trials and tribulations and through hell and fucking brimstone to try to dodge Terrence Ball Crawford. He wouldn't do that. He would have been fought that man and got him up out of there, bro. So y'all niggas got to understand that Errol Spence Jr. is nowhere close to Terrence Ball Crawford, bro. He's nowhere on the level of Terrence Ball Crawford, bro. And I'm tired of people trying to compare them to, because there is no comparison when it comes to fighting style and when it comes to accomplishments. There's simply no motherfucking comparison, bro. And I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of the disrespect. I'm sick of y'all Errol Spence Jr. fans riding dick and not trying to admit the fact that Terrence Ball Crawford is just a better fighter and more accomplished. You feel me? And that's the reason why the fight is taking that long. You feel me? The fight is taking that long because they know that Terrence Ball Crawford is a better fighter and he would fuck Spence up. That 50-50, oh, it might be a 50-50. That shit is bullshit. Everybody knows boxing. That Terrence Ball Crawford, everybody that knows boxing know that Terrence Ball Crawford would stop Errol Spence Jr. If you see all the legends coming out and saying Terrence Ball Crawford would stop Errol Spence Jr., that's not by a fucking mistake. What the fuck did Errol Spence Jr. do to them? What did he do to them? Nothing at all. They're just keeping it a buck. And you can't keep it a buck when it comes to Errol Spence Jr. because once you say something, these niggas go and say the craziest shit of all time, bro. You see how the LDBC, they dick ride the legends talking about Antonio Tarver, he got caught for steroids, and James Toney got a speech impediment because he got hit so much. You feel me? All the disrespectful shit that they saying about these niggas because these niggas say they got Terrence Ball Crawford winning. It's just to show you that these niggas got a hate in their heart for Terrence Ball Crawford. I don't hate Errol Spence Jr. I just know that he's nowhere close to Bud and he needs to understand that. And he understands that, but y'all motherfuckers don't understand that. That's why y'all come with fake narrative and y'all keep saying the same fucking bullshit. Oh, Terrence Ball Crawford didn't fight nobody. He didn't fight nobody. You damn right niggas is running from that nigga. The same niggas that y'all say that y'all don't, I don't know if Terrence Ball Crawford would beat Ugas or Danny Garcia. The fucking disrespect. Ugas and Danny Garcia. Y'all really think Ugas and Danny Garcia could fuck with Terrence Ball Crawford? Y'all really, deep down in y'all heart, y'all really believe that. The same Danny Garcia that just stand there and just try to trade with niggas will have a little bit of movement. The same Ugas that stood there. And y'all trying to say that, Terrence Ball Crawford is gonna move, but Errol Spence is gonna cut off the ring. Y'all don't see what he did against Ugas? Ugas, my nigga? Really? Y'all say that Ugas is as close to being mobile as Terrence Ball Crawford and utilize the ring as Terrence Ball Crawford and have accuracy as Terrence Ball Crawford and have the IQ as Terrence Ball Crawford. Y'all comparing Ugas. That's why I know that y'all some dick suckers, bro. And that's why I don't like y'all niggas, because y'all niggas is not logical. Y'all just come and y'all say a bunch of fucking bullshit to try to make Errol Spence Jr. look good. Errol Spence Jr. got in a car accident where he was fucking drunk. You feel me? He could have killed somebody, right? And y'all niggas just say, yeah, Errol Spence Jr. survived a car accident. Y'all don't be like, Errol Spence Jr. was doing something that he wasn't supposed to fucking do, and I'm glad that he make it, but he should be more responsible. You feel me? Y'all don't say shit like that, bro. That nigga could have killed your mama Y'all niggas wanna say that, bro. That's what I'm saying. Y'all some weird ass niggas, and y'all niggas ain't boxing fans, bro. Y'all not boxing fans. Y'all just love this nigga dick, and it's sad, bro. You feel me? And I'm not having no filter when it comes to y'all niggas, cause I know y'all niggas is not boxing fans. Y'all niggas is homosexuals, and y'all just need to admit it. That's why we call y'all aerosexuals for a reason. You feel me? But y'all see the difference though. Y'all seen the reason why Shawn Porter couldn't fight the same fight that he fought Errol Spence Jr. with Terrence Crawford, because Terrence Crawford is just a way better fighter. Just a way better fighter. You feel me? And that's why when Shawn Porter was asked who is the better fighter out of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr., he said this.
He was catching me too clean, and I think that's what my dad saw. I saw it, I felt it, and you know, I just think that my timing was a little off. Great fighter over there, wouldn't allow me to catch my rhythm. That was my game plan going in, not to allow him to catch his. He's a dynamite dude, in and out of the ring. Congratulations.
It was a typical Shawn Porter fight. It was competitive. The judges had it very close until the stoppage came in the 2 knockdowns. But you are the only man who has been in the ring with every welterweight of consequence, every welterweight champion of this era. Where do you place Terrence Crawford?
I knew you'd ask who's the best out of everybody I've been in the ring with. There's no doubt that man, I think, hit me more than anybody I've been in the ring with. He was on point, A through Z. The competitor in me, man, won't stop looking at him, wanting to fight him again. He's that good that I want to do it again. Congratulations, but.
What makes him special, different?
You know what? He's got it. And I said that multiple times in interviews, inside and outside of the ring. He just has that, you know, on Jerry Maguire, the Quan. That's what he's got. So good for him.